Hi, it's Jeff Mays, and this is August, and I thought I'd put out a quick newsletter so that I can touch base with everybody. You know, the effects of the insurance commissioners going back and forth on using credits for insurance rating has really affected many of us this last year. And we may have seen 2 or 3 different rates during the last year, with many of us being stuck on a higher rate because our credit is good and we lost discounts for being good payers or having good credit. And because of that, now we're starting to see things change. The latest court ruling was that the companies could go back to using credit, and as that happens, our rates are going back down in many cases. So the companies are not being able to get it through very quickly, and as they get it through, they're starting to use the new rates. Several companies have already been approved and are using the rates. Others are going to be out till October, November, and even some in December before they start using the new rates. So 2 options as an insurance policy holder. You can stick with the company you've been with and know that they'll probably be coming down with new rates, or we can go shop for a different company and see if we can find something with a company that may have already changed their rates. Either way, you don't have to leave the agency. You can stick with us and we'll help you get the best rate for the coverage you need. You know, this month I've had a couple of instances where people have asked me questions about valuables. And I think it's really important to go through and make sure that any valuables you have are listed out and scheduled on your homeowner's policy, so then if something does happen to them, you do have the best possible coverage. You know, lots of times we don't know this, and lots of times, unless you tell us you have something that's worth more than, let's say, $4,000 or $5,000, we definitely want to get it scheduled. I think a really good example is a wedding ring. Lots of times a wedding ring, well, maybe it didn't cost that much when it was new, but to replace it might cost $15,000 or $20,000 today. So if you don't have the wedding ring scheduled as a separate item with an appraisal on file, then we run into the problem that only the policy limit, which might be $2,000 to $5,000, would be able to be used, and after you take the deductible out, you may or may not have much coverage. So it's important, if you have items that are worth, let's say, $5,000, that you get them appraised and we have them scheduled on your policy. Yes, it does cost a little bit to have that, but if something gets lost or stolen, it's really important to have the coverage that you need when you need it, so you don't have to pay a whole bunch extra to replace the thing that you might love. So those 2 things were my thoughts this month. I hope that you all are having a great August. I know school's going to be starting here in just a few days, and as that happens, be careful out there. Watch for kids on the streets going to school. Remember, it's time to slow down, be careful, and to really enjoy the fall. Hope you're all doing well. I'll talk to you next time. Take care. I'm Jeff Mays. I'm your insurance agent.